We are proud to partner with the USC Shoah Foundation this evening, an organization dedicated to using innovative technologies to preserve the invaluable testimonies of Holocaust survivors. The first clip you are about to see features Holocaust survivor and March of the Living educator Max Eisen, filmed in 360 technology in front of the barracks in Auschwitz, where his life was saved by a heroic Polish doctor who was also a member of the Auschwitz resistance.
In 2019, as a part of a Shoah Foundation March of the Living project to document testimony of survivors for future generations, speaking at the very site of their experiences in 360, Max spent 9 days in 3 countries telling his story on location. This included standing outside the hospital block at Auschwitz I, which will be seen here for the very first time. Future generations will be able to watch this in virtual reality or use their devices, and actually when they're standing on this spot at Auschwitz, see Max speaking from this very spot. Max is just picking up at the point at which he describes the fact that he'd been hit around the head with a pickaxe and was brought to this hospital unit in order to be able to have surgery done.
I was dropped in the hallway here, and I was operated on. Next morning I woke up, I was in the ward upstairs. And 2 doctors, 2 surgeons that came up to see the patients the next morning. My head was bandaged. I thought I went to hell and back, really. It was so strange. And 2 days later, if you couldn't walk away after surgery, 2 days later you were taken, put on a stretcher, brought up here. There was a truck. You were loaded on and taken to Birkenau and gassed. So as I was brought through the hallway in a stretcher, Dr. Reszeszko, who was the chief surgeon, he was a Polish political prisoner, he took me off the stretcher, took me into the prep room of the surgery. He gave me a lab coat, and he told me that I'm going to be the cleaner. He saved my life. I would not be here to tell this story had he not done that.
Dr. Reszeszko made him an assistant there, and he worked in this block as a young man, assisting in the surgery department. I think it shows very clearly that there are 2 different types of medical officer at Auschwitz, those who were carrying out the heinous experiments and those who were using their humanity, a Polish political prisoner who used his humanity to save Max's life and give him a chance to recuperate and to convalesce and to live out the best he could in the Auschwitz, his life, which of course ultimately saved him.